Well, good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Looks like we got Tater, Brian. Good morning, guys. The Brian Tater. Tater Brian. Alrighty. Let's see. Did uh did my screen go black? I popped out the chat and all of a sudden it replaced the browser I had open and it closed everything. That's awesome. Hey Mark. Hey Nebish. Good morning to you all. Yes, I'm back now. Hey Chris. Now, which one's faster? This one. Okay. Perfect. So, I made some new shrimp food and it turned out really good. So, I wanted to do a video on it so you guys can see it live action and how they enjoy it. How my scrimps like my food. I'm a good cook. They like my food I cooked. Ah, it's just it's just so good when it hits your lips. And I am not fully awake. I set my alarm for 9:30 thinking, "Oh yeah, I can get ready, take a shower, set the stream up, be fully awake by 10." No. I'm fool. I'm goddamn fool. Pen and paper ready to take notes. Well, I did a full video on it. So you'll be able to have a documented step-by-step video to watch to make the food if you wanted to. And I used some ingredients I've never used before. So let me experiment with it first before you go out and make this food and kill your shrimp. So what do we think? Should I walk my fat butt upstairs? Put some food in the tank? Well, before I do that, don't knock everything over. I'll show you guys the food. So it turned out pretty good. Where's the camera? As I spill it all over my computer. Don't focus on my face. So I used barley grass powder, wheatgrass powder, spirulina powder, montmorollonite clay, spinach, frogbit, duckweed, so all kinds of stuff. Can't see the tank. Well, yeah, I'm pretty massive, dude. You can see it didn't dry off very well after the shower. Oh, wrong way. Oh, mind the squeaks. Is that better? Yeah, you don't want to see me, right? You want to see the fish. All right, so I am going to run upstairs real quick. Throw a good sized piece of this in there. I'll be right back. So, entertain yourself. So, I'm dumb. I never turned the tank on so you could see it. Were you guys misbehaving? I don't like it when you misbehave. I just want... Can we do... like separate? No, this is what we get. All right. No, you weren't misbehaving. No, I'm a noob. Can't figure it out. I'll move my chair. Let's mute the mic. There we go. You don't have pants on. That's okay. As long as I can't see you. Or maybe too bad I can't see you. All right, let's catch up here. Let's see it. Can't see the tank. Brian said I collected duckweed from my tanks today for my next batch of food. Entertain myself. Tater, got any ideas? Hey, shrimping around. Thanks for joining. Did the last 2 days ago. I never begin to behave. Hey, Mono Shrimp. Yes, go like the stream. Well, or dislike it. I don't care. I don't care what you guys think about me. Because I do this for me and myself and Brian and Tater and Nevish, Mark, Chris. So if we give this food about 20 minutes, I guarantee everything in the tank is going to be on top of it. I'm good, Amano Shrimp. How are you? Hey, Riley. Hey, Riley, you're local, aren't you? Did you find my channel from Southwest Aquatic Society? Yeah, I'm in Gilbert. So if you watched the Plants and Fens live stream where they did the giveaway, I saw that you won so much stuff. But my name's Indie Fish on Facebook. So I won. Let's see, what did I win? I won a snakeskin gourami and a lavender gourami, some tiger barbs, a panda cory. I still haven't picked anything up yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to add any of it to my tank. Yeah, I may go in there today. We'll see, because I don't have to be to work until 3, so got about 4 hours to kill. So my local fish store did a giveaway contest, and the way they did it was they wrote numbers on these plastic ducks, and then they floated them inside their cichlid grow out pond they have inside the shop, and then they just pulled the numbers and told you what you won. You want the lavender one? I kind of want the snake skin, but I was reading they get 8 inches. Thanks, Tater. Yeah, I was thinking that. I know Amber's my wife, so I know she was thinking she wanted some of the fish. But I don't know. We'll see. Nothing wrong with 8 inches. Yeah. Give me 8 inches. No. Is it Happy International Women's Day? I'm going to get the stream taken down. Oh, I put bee pollen in this food too. So it's about 4 or 5 tablespoons of bee pollen. Take it like a man. No, that is an exit only. You can't come in that way. Guarded door, blocked, barricade, caltrops, pitfalls. I will cut you. So the ingredients I put in this food, I used barley wheatgrass or a barley powder, wheatgrass powder, spirulina, montmorollonite clay, spinach, frogbit, duckweed, bee pollen, bacter AE, shrimp fit. So the shrimp fit is just a beta glucan dried brewer's yeast, which is good for fish and shrimp. So I added that as well. Yeah, I'm still editing it. It's so if I finish before Tuesday, I've got about 3 videos up that I can post. I've got one where I moved my shrimp tanks inside. So my coal tank and my black shrimp tank are in my kitchen now, because here in Arizona, we're already getting into the 100-degree weather. So I had to bring them inside. It was too hot out there for them. The tank was getting up to 87 degrees. So I could post that video, which it's not very entertaining. It's a time lapse, so you just see me moving really fast. And I like that stuff, and I don't mind making it. So it kind of keeps you guys updated, and you can see how I move my tanks, how I do my stuff. And then I have the shrimp food making video. I have another video. Oh, I have some tubs I set up outside, and I'm growing plants out there. So I've got that video. So whatever one you guys want me to post on Tuesday, I can. I just have to finish editing it. So if you want me to post that shrimp food video, I can do that. It is a half-hour long. So from start to finish, I recorded the whole thing, and I cut out quite a bit, but at the end of it, there's about 7 minutes of an hour-long time lapse of the shrimp eating the food. So I took an hour block of time and I time lapsed it into 7 minutes. So you could see from when I drop the food in to when they all swarm it and just go to town. I can't write that fast. Trust me, I'm a licensed proctologist. No, well, I guess maybe. Riley, I haven't been to any of the meetings. I work in sales, so I work every Sunday, and usually they're out in Glendale, so that's a good 2 hours away. I want to go though. I wouldn't mind grabbing some shrimp and stuff. I normally just put any fish I get into the juicer and mix in spirulina. I just imagine you going to the local fish store and like, oh, some mollies, and then just dropping them in the blender. Like, no, that's not. But I know what you mean. Like salmon, tuna, shrimp. I feed my Oscars raw shrimp, not live shrimp, but like prawns that you can get frozen. Mix in the spirulina nettles, egg white, gelatin, get it into a nice paste, pat it on the skewers, and bake them for 30 minutes. See, when I made this food, I made too much. So I was thinking about making some lollies with it, but I ended up just shoving it all in the dehydrator. Your channel, post what you want. You meet in Tempe now? What? Yeah, last I checked, it was in Glendale, and I'm not trying to drive all the way out to Glendale. Dude, I'll go to Tempe. Well, it's giving you the option, Brian. But yeah, it would be easier just to upload whatever's finished. Yeah, let me test it out. I got some other food I can give you as well. I have a veggie mix, and then I have a duckweed blend. And the duckweed blend, the main ingredients is it's North Fin fish food pellets. So I blended up North Fin fish food and made a powder out of it, and then I added duckweed and some other stuff to it. I've got videos up on my channel. If somebody could find them, I think I have a playlist of DIY shrimp food. That's weird, man. I guess I got some misinformation. Regardless, maybe I didn't look into it too much because I have to work on Sundays. Oh, that's awful, man. Are they going to refund your money? Shimping around says he ordered a rack and 6 tanks from Germany. They said due to COVID shipping, they couldn't honor the agreement. Hopefully you get your money back. Yeah, I think it'd be good to go and talk and meet a lot of people. Maybe I'll do a video on it. We were going to go to the one and I think it was like April 28th or something. Me and my buddy Ryan were going to head over there because Lucas Bretz was going to be in town, and then, COVID. So didn't make that one or even attempt to go to it. But I thought it'd be cool to meet Lucas Bretz and kind of pick his brain if everybody wasn't swarming him. Maybe it's just the size of the shipments. See, so maybe that's where my confusion is. So I was thinking of the Southwest Aquatic Society. So is that the same one? Or is there a different club that I'm not aware of? Can't get your new glasses. Oh no. That's the Killy Club? Okay. Yeah, my friend Ryan, he's the one that kind of introduced me to the whole club thing and whatnot. So SAKE is the yearly event. Find me on Facebook, man. If you want to send me some information for it, I'll see about possibly going once if I can get the time off from work. Because it'd be a nice place to go and sell some of my plants and stuff too. Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. So this picture doesn't look very clear. This is my new phone too. You could see general shrimp shapes though. That's all that matters. I want a full pre-set up tank for free. All right, sweet, Riley. I appreciate it, man. That reminds me, I haven't posted on Instagram in a long time. I'll go through phases where I pick one social media that I post to. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I definitely appreciate it. It's been a while since I've done a live stream, and I've been trying to make the time for it. But if you saw my update video I did, was it a couple weeks ago? I've got a lot of stuff planned, and most of my free time is either with housework or YouTube stuff. So I'm finally starting to calm down where I've got a lot of the stuff that I wanted to finished. I still haven't put the something back in the Oscar tank yet, so that's still something I got to do. So I got that video coming out as well. And believe it or not, the Oscars are running in a tank with no filter. So I have a power head in there and an air stone, but there's no filter in this tank. I'm not getting ammonia spikes or anything. All I did was I took all the filter media, all the bio balls from my sump, and I put it in there. And it's doing good. Like, it's dirty. There's no mechanical filtration, but biological filtration, everything's good. Don't follow on Instagram. Yeah, where you can follow me wherever. If you want to follow me on Facebook, I post there. Follow me on Instagram, I post there. Facebook I use mostly for just advertising my videos. If you want, like, to be honest, if you want content from me, Um, the thing that I've been updating the most is my Patreon. So instead of posting to Facebook, instead of posting to Instagram, I've been posting a lot of stuff to Patreon. And I know you got to pay for that, but it's $3, $3 a month. You can see all my pictures. Unless you want to spend more, and then you get videos and stuff. But you don't have to pay me to love me. There's tons of free content out there. If you would like to support me and all my fishy endeavors, Patreon's there to help with that. Thank you, Tater. See, Tater's got my back. I got friends. People love me. They like me. I'm enjoyable. Caffeine's starting to kick in. So, Nebish, has your tank finished cycling yet? I know you set up that new tank. Yeah, you could see me in all my uncut glory. So my highest tier on Patreon, I'll post uncut videos every now and then. So not all of my videos are done in one take. Excuse me, going through puberty again. Not all of my videos are done in one take. That's a perfect example. See, stuff happens. So if you want to see my uncut videos, you can always sign up for that Patreon. There's some funny stuff in there. Amber will interrupt me every now and then, and you'd hear me repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. So what else do I keep? Riley, I've got 2 Lutino Oscars and a 75-gallon. Waiting for the backlash on that one. I've got Indy, which is my 3-year-old Oscar. Is he 3 years old now? That's crazy. And then I have a juvenile named Rip, which he's about, say he's like 5 inches now. He's getting pretty big. They're currently divided because with the tank all messed up, it has really set Indy off. He's just super angry at everything. So he's tearing up the plants, moving all the bio balls, and he was just picking on Rip too much. So once I get the sump in there and I get everything back to normal, he should calm down. But he's been an angry fish for the last week. And then I have 3 shrimp tanks, as well as a betta tank, and my 60-gallon, which is a planted community tank. And then I also have some guinea pigs. I don't do videos on those, though. So Nebish said all 3 are up and running. Nice, man. Yeah, I know you said in the video you posted that it was still cycling. So if you're like me, it's probably a week ago that you recorded that. They don't have nudity in them. They better not. Tater said my uncut videos have nudity. Unless you're seeing something I didn't. I'm very careful because there'll be times where I'll set the camera up like I have on the cherry tank, and then it's Arizona. It gets 100 degrees here, so I'll walk around in my boxers. Oh, somebody's calling me. Really? Really? You're gonna call me right now? So um, I'll walk by in my boxers, and when I'm editing the video, I can see the reflection. I'm like, great. She's been posting videos. Nice. It's all the reasons. There we go. Look at that. And did my phone vibrate away from the tank? That was weird. So Brian, the only reason you became a patron, the good stuff from a little shrimpy. So I have two 20-gallon longs that are set up right here. And then I have a 29-gallon upstairs. And I just picked up a 40 breeder and another 29. So at some point, the cherry tank that you're watching right now is going to become the 40 breeder. And then one of these tanks, hopefully my black shrimp tank, when it takes off, will become another 29. And then this one will be a 29 as well. Back off, Nightbot. It's about to be a turf war. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you want to call this good stuff. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Yeah, that was the tank while it was cycling. Been cycled for about 2 weeks. Just put the shrimp in 2 days ago. Yeah, no problem, man. I look out for you. Yeah, I have Nightbot set up on some stuff. I don't know what the timers are. I didn't want to just blast Nightbot with stuff. I think it's every 20 minutes it does something, and then at an hour it'll do the patron. But I've noticed Nightbot like not keeping to that schedule. He's like, no, I'm just gonna post it now. I just Facebook. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Facebook. And 5 minutes later, it's Instagram. And then we're gonna do two patrons back to back. Nightbot's drunk. And I used to stream video games, so I've used Nightbot before. So I know it's not anything I'm doing. It's just deciding to do weird things, I guess. How many liters is 29? Yeah, good way to do it is just 4 liters to a gallon. No, I need you, Tater. Nightbot's drunk. I just got finished saying that. No, don't unsubscribe. Yeah, it's funny. After I posted my channel trailer, so I did a crazy video about my channel, and I lost 2 subscribers after I posted that. So apparently, it wasn't. People don't like me. They don't like my personality, and if you don't like me, that's okay. I still love you. If you want to watch my videos, you don't have to subscribe. We're still cool. Don't be a jerk. Post rude comments. My 8 blue diamonds I treated for necrosis last week. 7 are fully recovered, with 1 closely following. Treatment has finished. Good result. Nice, man. Yeah, give me a minute, and I'll link you and I'll let you put them up on there. I am going to run to the restroom real quick, but I will put the 60-gallon up as well so you guys can kind of see that while I'm gone. But be right back. Well, thank you for not leaving. I appreciate it. Whoa, what are we talking about? All I see is do you swallow? I leave for 5 seconds. Are you at work right now, Nevish? Yeah, like leave for a few minutes. On a side note, look at all those buried shrimp. Talking about your food. It's all good, Brian. You know how it is. Like after you have coffee, caffeine, just gets the body jump started. There you go, man. All right. So I'm going to share the stream as long as everybody promises not to have any nudity. We'll be good. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's what he meant. I thought he was talking about Brian throwing up. And did anybody share the stream to any social media? Because I didn't. Let's see if I can pop this chat out without closing my StreamYard. There we go. I did it. I did it, guys. Mark did. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. No worries, Amano. I don't see the picture yet, so once you throw it up there. Yeah, my guys will swarm that food for a while. It's pretty dense. So it's going to take them quite a while to eat it. I'm surprised none of the snails have come over yet. You know, I've had a lot of my mystery snails die in that tank, and I don't know why. And it's kind of upsetting because I love my snails, and they're good for the shrimp. But so I'm not sure if just not feeding them enough, or what's happening. Yeah, mono shrimp. I'm not seeing any picture there for you. Thanks, Riley. So I feed them zucchini, and then they swarm my shrimp food pretty good. So unless there's something that they're not getting from the food I'm feeding, but most of my shrimp food is vegetable matter, so I would think that would be good enough. No worries. We can watch the cherries. My little cherry shrimp. Yeah, I've noticed that this tank is kind of on the decline, so I'm not sure what's happening. I had I had siphoned out a lot of the mulm, so I took the mulm out of the tank, and after that, like it wasn't doing as good. So if you know what mulm is, it's just organic matter on the bottom that starts to accumulate, usually decaying plant matter and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and switch over to a mono shrimp's blue diamonds. Ooh, ooh, so pretty. What kind of camera do you use, Mono? Okay, so yeah, I have a macro lens that I could attach to my phone, and I kind of do the same thing. So I could probably set that up and get a better picture. But the way the way my tank is upstairs, there's about 2 inches from the stand to the glass. So to get my tripod in there, it's kind of hard, and that with those macro lenses, you got to be like right up against the glass. So does anybody else have a tank they would like to share as well? Yeah, those are good looking though. So Riley, if you have um, a computer with a camera set up, I give you the link and you just click it. Or on your phone, you can do it on your phone with your camera as well. It works best with a tripod if you're gonna do like a feeding video, or if you want to give us a tour or something like that, you can. So like right now for my cherry tank upstairs, I've got my tripod set up with my phone streaming to it. So I shared the link to myself through an email, and I clicked it and set it up and plugged in the power cord and just let it sit there. You could share your tank telepathically, shrimping around. Yeah, man, if you want to, I'll back my picture out and you can kind of show us around. If you're gonna talk in it and use your audio, you got to put headphones in, because any noise that I make is gonna reverberate through and it's gonna make an awful sound, and I'm gonna have to mute you. That's all right. Do you have headphones you can plug in, or I guess you can mute your sound? That should work. So, Amano, you said those are blue diamonds? That looks. I thought blue diamonds were more of a solid color. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, because he looks more like a velvet with the black in the tail, and that one right behind it. So, how did you treat them for necrosis? Because I had the same thing happen in my cherry tank, and it was due to water quality. So once I got the water parameters stable, the temperature stable, they came back. Brian Dotson, Brian, you gonna jump in here? Soaked into algae wafers and hardened again. Okay, so you that's cordon is malachite, right? Malachite blue or malachite green. So is that just an anti-parasitic? And you get it into their system. There you go. Yeah, because I thought it was the same thing, and then I talked to Mark. I talked to some other people, and everybody was telling me that no, it doesn't look like necrosis. It's just water quality, or the shrimp are stressed. So if they get too stressed for whatever reason, whether it's temperature fluctuations or you're not remineralizing consistently, too many water changes, then you can have that kind of cloudy white to them too. That's awesome. Yeah, because 100 blue pearls, what? That's if you're selling them $5 each, 5 grand. You definitely don't want to lose that stock. Even if you paid like 50 cents each, that's still quite a bit. It's the thing with those imports, though, when you get these companies that have the giant breeding ponds outside and they're not monitoring their shrimp, and they're just going to come in full of parasites and illnesses, and yeah, so dollar 50 each. Yeah, so that's still $150. I gotcha. Yeah, besides the dollar value to them, it's hard to see some of the conditions that these fish stores put their animals through. Well, it's not really the fish store's fault as much as the places that breed these animals, and that's why I like supporting the local hobbyists who have fish in appropriate sizes. They're not just cranking out hundreds of babies, thousands of babies, and not caring whether they come in sick or disease ridden. And I've learned my lesson with not quarantining stuff. So no, you can click it now, Riley. I can see everybody's screens. So once I see you up there and I see that it's an appropriate image, then I'll click over and you can take the show for a little bit. It's going to ask you to like type in a name and then join the chat, and then it'll tell you that you're not part of it yet. Try again. There we go. That's a little bit better. I feel like I'm looking at your shrimp through a telescope. What did you feed them? There's a mystery snail. Nice. Yeah, no worries, man. We tried. I keep playing with the cameras. So what's everybody got planned today? This nice Friday morning or evening, depending on what part of the world you live in. Welcome back, Tater. A tater salad. Whoa. Yeah, Brian, it's saying device not connected. So I'm not sure if you're adding it in or what's happening. There you go, man. What are you going to cook, Nivish? So I was just thinking about it. And with your name, Amano Shrimp, if people jump in here and don't know that that's your name, then they're gonna see that and be like, that's a blue neocaridina. That's not an Amano shrimp. Juice pork. What is that? Got some steaks. Nice. We got 9 people in here now. Why all of a sudden? Yeah, if you guys haven't already, go hit that like button on the stream. For all you new folks that just joined, we are looking at Amano Shrimp's Blue Diamond Coals as it gets out of frame. So what is juice pork, Tater? Are you juicing your pork? Putting it in a blender? Well, hi, City. Good morning. Good morning. Bye, City. Hi, baby. You're all nice and clean now. Nobody wants to talk to me. Baby. Give me a water. A water. Some Wasser. Some Wasser drinking. Yeah, steak. Steak sounds pretty good. It's been quite a while since I've had steak. It'd probably destroy me. Brian said to do the TikTok towel drop challenge to see my reaction. titties. It's like, I see your titty. I see your titties. I'm like a 12-year-old boy. Boobies. Yeah, don't eat meat. Yeah, I made some Beyond Meat burgers the other day, and those were good. It tastes just like meat. I know everybody always says they're like, if you don't eat meat, why are you gonna eat like a meat substitute? It's because it still tastes good. I was a carnivore for most of my life, but I used to get like rashes on my knuckles that would itch. And ever since I cut out dairy, I cut out meat. Like I haven't had that issue. Like I don't get like I don't break out at all. So it's cut back a lot on the inflammation and stuff. Yeah, teriyaki chicken. I used to eat chicken thighs. Like chicken thighs were like my staple. That was like my go-to. Put them in the oven, brown them up, get that skin nice and crispy. Brian, were you able to get your camera to work? I saw you were trying. See, look at that. Nightbot back-to-back patrons. Or no, it's PayPal. Nightbot's just asking you to send me money. He's like, hey, just send him money. This is his PayPal. Just send it to him. Make the sauce homemade. Chicken tights. You like chicken tights? Yeah, if you can get the skin nice and crispy on chicken, that's awesome. I used to just bake the skin. So you put it in the oven and make like a chip. That was so good. So yeah, Nightbot's hustling. He's just like, here, money, make it rain. That's what I was saying. I don't know. I don't know why Nightbot's acting around, but I don't have the timer set up that way. Yep. Yeah, I did keto for a while, so that's high fat, low carb, and chicken skins was like the staple. It's like pork rinds, but better. I can turn it off. So, anybody new to my channel who hasn't watched my videos or my streams before? And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Really does help me out. Because if you love me, you love my fish, you love my videos. Baby, don't get me kicked out. All right, I kick Nightbot, Tater. That's all you, man. Bringing in like donuts and stuff. Yes, Tater's awesome. Love you, man. Appreciate it. I know. I couldn't have donuts on keto. Can't have donuts plant based. Because it's got milk and eggs. Can Tater post the share link? Is it just not working for some reason? Oh, what is that? What did I just share? That's probably why it's not working, dude. Here. That is just a stream link. I'm pretty sure I shared it earlier. Does it just grayed out, or what's happening? Why isn't it letting you click on it? Because it's other people have been clicking in, so I know it's working. I'm wondering if it's on your end, man. There you are. All right, Amano, I'm gonna go ahead and pull you down. I'm gonna throw Riley in there. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Or lady, man, lady, whatever you identify as. Thank you, human. Oh, there we go. What kind of fish are those? No worries, Brian. You can get it next time. Yeah, those are deep blue. See, I need to get some different hardscape. I'm not I am not a what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? An aquascaper. I don't like if you've seen my tanks, like I throw everything in there. Like I'm okay if it looks a little disheveled. Like my 60 gallon, that's the only one that I've really aquascaped. And then I guess the cherry tank. Yeah, the Dragonstone. See, I need to build a rack like that. Here, take a step back if you don't mind. Let's see the whole rack if you got room. And if you're talking, your mic's muted. So okay. Thanks for sharing, Riley. That's awesome, man. It looks good. Go back to my cherries. Yeah, so this food's been doing really good. Um, I'll give it a few more days and kind of monitor the shrimp after feeding and make sure nobody's just dropping dead. But the I was a little worried about adding the frog bit. So everything that I know pointed to that it was going to be fine, that it wasn't going to be an issue. But I know it's not a common food that people feed. I know people use duckweed, but I've got so much frog bit that I can't sell it fast enough. Yeah, it's awesome though, man. Thanks for sharing. Well, if you're looking for frog bit or guppy grass or hornwort, I've got you covered. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Um, do you think the shrimp like this food? I think maybe I should just throw it all out. I don't think it works. Yeah, those leaf fish are really cool. Were you asking for guppies on Facebook? Because I know somebody was looking for guppies to feed their leaf fish. Maybe the hamsters lead it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to feed it to the guinea pigs. Um, is it going to be a live feeding, Riley? Because I'm not sure. I guess YouTube. I've seen people feed rats to their piranhas, so I don't think YouTube would get mad about that. We'll leave it to a vote. Type one if you don't mind seeing a live feed, or type two if you can't handle a live feeding. And by live feeding, I mean he's going to feed his fish another fish. All right. Yeah, most fish keepers understand that fish eat fish. They eat other live animals. So Peter, Peter. All right, hold on, Riley. Let me get you in there. Oh, 2 seconds. There we go. Can you guys still hear me? Hey, Floria. Thanks for joining. What, babe? Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. Watch. She's like, I'm not gonna eat that. What? It's a leaf fish. Oh, that's him moving. I don't even see the fish. There it is. Top left. You poking him, trying to get him to eat? It's all right, man. We're patient. He's camera shy. It's like I don't want to eat it. I've turned vegetarian. Yeah, they're really cool, Brian. No, what we are looking at right here is Riley's tank. He has a leaf fish that he's feeding. So the homemade shrimp food, I'm actually going to release a video on that soon. But um, once Riley's fish eats, then we'll go back to my cherry tank where I have the food fed. Because in the beginning of the stream, I showed me dropping it in. Well, I didn't. I showed the food, and then I showed the shrimp eating it. Sorry, I'm distracted by this fish. Can't even talk right now. Uh oh, it's about to go down. It's not happening, man. I think your leaf fish has a friend. Was it performance anxiety? I swear this never happens. This has never happened to me before. Have you fed him recently? He's probably not hungry. If he didn't attack it, he's probably not going to. I know with the leaf fish it's kind of hard to get them to eat. So they're if I remember got a dislike, right? Yeah. So if I remember correctly, they're all wild caught. They're not bred in nature or not bred in fish tanks. Tater said, "It's thinking, leave me alone so I can eat." Well, it's a pretty fish, Riley, but I don't think he's gonna eat. You caught me. All right, we'll go back to the shrimp food. Hey, Ryan, have you been creeping? See, that's the problem. You gotta give him. He's getting bored, just dropping fish in there. Yeah, they don't like it, man. I need to. Like I said, I'm just gonna throw this batch out. Apparently, it's not good. They're just not swarming it at all. I'm gonna go adjust the camera real quick. Be right back. All right, I'm back. It's like potato chips. Yeah, so it's called a mystery snail, and they are they are called apple snails in other countries as well, and I think they're illegal in Norway and some other countries. You're in Norway, aren't you, Brian? With Tater and Mark, Germany. Yeah, that's uh, that's what I was thinking. They call it an apple snail there, and they're pretty invasive. So a lot of countries they're banned in the aquarium world. Oh, jawohl. Das ist gut. Some Wasser drinking. It's like the extent of my German. And where is das neue Auto? Zombies. The rise. So for you guys that watch my videos consistently in my live streams, I talk about mama shrimp or big mama. I haven't seen her in about a week, so I think uh, I think she's gone. I don't know what you're saying. So he has no underpants. Ich habe keine Unterhosen. Work's been going good, man. You know, it's Memorial Day sales and stuff like that. So been doing pretty good. They furloughed quite a bit of our company, so I got a chance to talk to one of my coworkers that got furloughed, and she's doing good. So I'm hoping things go back to normal here soon. Look at that female in the front on top of the leaf. She's showing off her eggs for everyone. It's like, look at my goodies. Look at my goodies. That's what you guys come for, right? Me, my shenanigans. You're not fired, but you can't come to work. So it's a unpaid leave. So you're still technically employed by the company, but you're not getting hours, you're not working, and then there's no like set come back to work day. It's just like, hey, you still have a job. We're gonna call you to come back when we need you. So just don't go find another job, but you can't work here either. So just kind of hang out. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like, yes, you can. So normally you're not allowed to collect unemployment, but my company said that if you file for it, they're not going to fight you. So um, I am very grateful. I'm still working, so I wasn't part of the furlough process, and I still get to go to work every day and do what I need to do to provide for my family. But yeah, I would definitely say that this shrimp food turned out pretty good. Yeah, I've been dropped down to 30 hours. So I work 6 hour days, and I work one 8 hour day a week, and then I have one 4 hour shift. So like today's my 4 hour shift. So I only have to go to work from 3 to 7. So I figured, Fridays, 10 a.m., perfect time to stream because I don't have to be to work for another, I don't even have to get ready for work for another 2.5 hours. So it's nice to have the time. It's nice to have the set schedule, and I don't work past 7. Hey, Emilio, thanks for coming in, man. So I am going to be posting a full video of me making this food in the next couple weeks. But for ingredients, I used barley grass powder, spirulina powder, wheatgrass powder, montmorollonite clay, spinach, frogbit, duckweed, um, shrimp fit, bacter AE, so all kinds of stuff. Bee pollen. I didn't think about it, but I should have put the ingredients in the description of the live stream. I feel like I'm forgetting something too. There's another ingredient that I'm not saying. Tater, I have 0 hours work. I know it's tough, Ryan, but you gotta look on the positive side too, and be grateful that you do have a job because there's millions of people across the country who don't right now, and not even just furloughed, like they just got fired. So it's nice that you can still work, but I know it's stressful right now. But we're done talking about the stuff that's going on because we're here for shrimps, and some people need a distraction from life because life sucks sometimes. Oh, look at the little baby shrimp. So I'm gonna write out the ingredients list real quick. Oh, alfalfa. That's what it was. Alfalfa leaf powder. So alfalfa leaf powder I've added to it as well. And then barley. So barley grain powder. Bee pollen. I can never smell that. I can never smell this word. I can never spell this word. Montmorollonite clay. And autocorrect does not like it. So I never know if I'm really spelling it correctly or not. Yeah. On top of the ottoman underneath the TV. Oh, you're fine. Live stream. Life goes on. There we go. So those are the main ingredients that I used in this food. And I've done a lot of research into making food, and I've seen a lot of people make food, and I'm probably overthinking going this in depth with the ingredients because I spent like $80 on all these powders, and what they are is it's food grade powders that a lot of people use in their smoothies and stuff. So it's fit for human consumption, and it's just microgreens like superfoods. Oh, spirulina too. Did I put that in? No, that's why it's so dark green. There we go. I am 43, retired because of PTSD. There you go, man. As long as you can, no, but just say not really. No, but if you have a reason, like you're disabled, you have PTSD. Oh, do you have a moringa tree? I tried to grow one a while back, and it did okay. I ended up eating the roots that it produced, though. Well, I hope you're doing okay, Tater, and that we can help to provide a distraction for you because I know it's not easy when you're going through stuff, and because that makes your day to day hard. I've had a lot of clients come in with PTSD, and we have a lot of products that help with it. Amber needs to get a job. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I'm sure Africa was tough. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Well, I know you're not from my country, but thank you for your service. Regardless of what country you're in, it's not an easy job, and somebody's got to do it. How big are they, Ryan? Do you just have them in pots? Are they in the ground? Because I know with moringa, like the roots, they're like tubers. They grow they grow kind of like a radish, where it's the or a ginger. So I know the roots are very healthy too. Because I used to put it in my smoothies. I got a bunch of seeds and I grew them in pots, and then I dug up the roots. I'm losing viewers like crazy. What did I do to offend you? Yeah, the whole tree, the bark, the roots, everything. There's a lot of benefits to it. That was why I started growing it. I also looked into black cumin. So black cumin is full of antioxidants. Somebody calling me? That was weird. The cherry tank disconnected for a second. Usually it means somebody's trying to call me. Feeds all my reptiles, and the plecos love the branches. That's cool, man. See, once I have my own place, I'll put a bunch of food out in the backyard that I can feed to all my animals and stuff. Well, I am going to run upstairs and make sure that my work's not trying to get a hold of me. So I will let you guys watch the shrimp for a little bit, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, they were trying to get a hold of me, so hopefully everything's okay. They called about an hour ago. What kind of debauchery did you guys get into while I was gone? Oh, really? And get you a branch. They root really quickly. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Oh, being good. Yeah, you guys are good. You did good. I left you, and the debauchery didn't happen. Right? All right. Just sent my coworker a message, so hopefully they don't need me. Smoking shrimp food. Uh, my veggie mix when I made that, it looks like brickweed because it has all the flecks of the vegetables in it. So I posted it on Facebook, and I was like, "I'll give you a guess on what this is," and so many responses were about weed. But that was a good food. All my fish liked it. It's a pain in the butt to make though. Had to dry all the sweet potatoes and the spinach and the zucchini, and it was a lot of work. But I still have some, so it's not like it ran out real quick. Indy looks so bored. He's just staring at me, totally mean mugging. Yeah, he's an angry fish. Oh, now of course he moves. I don't know how one little fish can be so angry all the time. Eat a piece of my food. I put frogbit in there. I do pet him. That's the funny thing. He doesn't like it at all. He'll be swimming, and I go to pet him, and he just like sinks away from my hand. Like, no, don't touch me. Yeah, I want to experiment with some other ingredients, so I'll be I'll be making some more food. I kind of want to do a more basic food with just frogbit and kind of see how that goes. I don't know, man, but I put bacter AE in it, and I put the brewer's yeast, so it's got some ingredients I don't really feel like ingesting. My veggie mix out of all of them would be the one that I would eat, but I put zooplankton and vitality and Boyd's Vitachem, so it's got fish vitamins in it. So that's the only thing that stopped me from eating that one. Yep, no meat. You were correct. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe if it was more basic ingredients, I would try it. Not about that life. Yeah, Mark and Dennis are crazy, though. Yes, I do, Brian. So I'm sure you can see a lot of coals in there. And I had just coaled it recently. But the reason why there's a bunch of coals in there right now is they keep getting buried. So every time I turn around, the shrimp are buried, and I'm not trying to move them when they're buried because I don't want to stress them out and hurt them. I haven't started selling them yet, but I probably will in the future. Because right now I've got, I don't know, 50 to 75 coals in my coal tank. There's quite a bit in there. And I haven't seen my blue velvets in a while, so I think they're no more too. I'm not finding dead shrimp in my tanks, but there's shrimp I know just from their patterns, and they're not there. So I don't know what's happening or where they're going. They're probably something's happening to them, and then the snails and the shrimp just attack it, and it's gone before I can even see it. When you have a high stock count of that many shrimp, that many snails, it's anything that doesn't make it is going to be gone before you see it. Yeah, your coal tank is becoming like the main tank. And I'm okay with my cherry shrimp not being perfect. At some point, I'll probably buy some higher quality ones or some like painted fire reds and work on those colors. But I'm happy with where they're at. Like right there, you see that guy looks like a really. And then that female up front definitely has a lot of clear on her. But they're always covered in eggs. Like that one has eggs and a saddle. I think they're just pumping them out. The coal is good for digestion. Oh geez, Brian. Yeah, I want to set up that 40-gallon breeder. I think I may put something in there. If my black shrimp start to really take off, then that would be a cool tank to just bleed the just breed black shrimp, breed black shrimp, breed black shrimp. So that'd be kind of cool to have a big tank of just all black shrimp. but they're so hard to see. Even with the sand substrate and some of the crushed coral, like it's hard to find them. They're so dark that they just don't show up. So do you mix your neocaridina and caridina, or do you just have caridina shrimp? Yeah, I saw a couple babies in the black shrimp tank, and then I haven't seen any since. So I'm not sure if they didn't make it. There's just not enough biofilm in there, or what's happening. I got you, Brian. You don't call your caridina tank just the neos. So I've noticed on other streams there's a delay from when I see the text and you guys hear me. So how big of a delay is there? Do you see a delay at all, babe? Are you even in there anymore? I see it like instantly almost, like maybe 10 seconds. Yeah. So there's a second delay on my end and then your guys' end. I see this, Nevish. 7 seconds. So I have 7 seconds to react, huh? In case somebody starts to show their unmentionables. I really like um, the blue bolts, and then uh, it's the I want to say the King Kongs, the black King Kongs. I am not very um, versed in Caridina species, and I know most hardcore shrimp keepers they keep mostly Caridina, but I like the Neos. I think I like them because everybody else doesn't really care for them. They're all about the Caridina species, so it's not. I'm definitely a nonconformist to that aspect. It's like, oh, you like all those? Well, I'm going to go a different route because I don't want to do what you're doing. You're a noob. It's been probably about 8 months since I started keeping shrimp, and in that 8 months, I've learned so much. I've killed many shrimp. I was looking at getting some of her jades, so I noticed that she had some green jades on there, and I think those would be cool too because you don't really see the green jades too much. Not everybody has them. And that's how I felt about the black shrimp, like the black rose and the sakuras. You don't really see those too much. There you go, Brian. Blue Bolt tank is 25 gallons, 40 in there, and already have 3 or 4 buried. So for the Caridina, they don't breed as fast as the Neo Caridina. Is that correct? It's more of like a 6 to 8 weeks gestation period versus the 4 to 6 for the Neos. Yeah, Tater, didn't you get a camera? Aren't you gonna start doing some videos for us? No, I thought it was tater. There we go. All right, I just updated the description and now have the ingredients list in there. Should have done that from the start, but oh well. Nope. I saw your videos, Tater. I saw your tanks. That's awesome, man. So for you Caridina keepers out there, do they breed slower than the Neos or do they breed just as fast? Or is that what you were saying with oh no? Yeah, some of those Caridina shrimp can be pretty expensive. I've seen shrimp for $100 to $3,000 for like breeding pairs, and it'd be nice to get to that level to where you can have such desirable shrimp that people will pay you that much for them. So maybe I did good starting with Neos if Caridina is easier. Yeah, I think once we move, I'll switch the tanks around and I'll set up the other 29-gallon I got and the 40-gallon, and then I'll turn one of the 20s into a Caridina tank. Or maybe I'll just start with the 10-gallon I have. We'll see. Depends on space. I can't be having too many tanks. I can, but depends on the landlord and the wife. But you give me a shrimp room though, or a fish room, like I'm taking over. Excuse me. So I think I'm going to go for a few more minutes and then call it. We've been going for about 2 hours now. And Andy's freaking out. What the hell he's doing? He's getting so angry. Well, maybe you should get one shrimping around. Join the shrimp fam on YouTube. Yeah, they're separated right now. With the sump broken, I've got all the filter media in the tank, and he's just pissed off about it. So he was picking on Rip pretty bad, and I'm hoping once I get everything put back together, he'll kind of relax a little bit. Did I do the water change last night? Or was it the night before? Yeah, because what did I do last night? Oh, I finished the shrimp video and then just relaxed. Yeah, so I did a water change in the 60 gallon and the Oscar tank 2 nights ago. I thought you weren't working, Tater. Oh, for sharing all the links. I gotcha. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yes, eight tanks and more. I have 4, 5, 6 right now set up, and then I have 3 in the garage that are empty. I got a 10 gallon, a 29, and a 40 that's not set up. It's part of the ministry of magic. Yes, get more tanks before he comes home. He'll be so glad to be home and won't even care that you have more tanks. All right. Well, it's been 2 hours, so thank you guys so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and call the stream. But, if you love me, you love my fish, you love my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. That way you're notified of all my future content. And thanks again for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Bye-bye.